Hi, Donna. This is Cliff from ShelfGenie. I'm just um, resending the proposals for the two pantries. You expressed interest in doing it at some point down the road. So I basically just want to review with what we did. Basically, you wanted um, to increase the storage space in your cabinet pantry next to the refrigerator. So what we did is I kind of spaced things out according to your items um, to give you more surface area to actually store your things on. And we did a slope here at the top just to better hold things in. You know, when you get that overload of items, maybe when you're doing a holiday party or get together, something like that, or you're entertaining, you end up buying more food items. So this would, help with, retaining the chips and things like that. Um, and then up here at the top, we also did slopes, but not this high of a slope. Unfortunately, in my design tool, I cannot show you the single to a double, and it is less expensive. This one is showing a single to a triple. It would fit better in the opening, being a single to a double, and we'd be able to do two here, and you would still have a lot of space for items in this area. We're probably at least 100, at least 6, 7 inches of vertical space in there. And then for this one, let me close this and measure it. You would have, and I'm converting it in my mind of I'm going from the top of the shelf to here, like 188 is like almost like 7 inches there. And then we just leave that top, where it's hard to reach, and it would kind of be over your head anyway. So we just leave that up top for things you don't use so frequently. And then the bottom we did a triple just so you don't have to bend as far, and then two doubles. The thought process on why doubles in these areas, it's for taller items, bottles, things like that, and when you have doubles, it helps things from falling over the back. And then we did a single, like this would primarily be cans, things that are very stable, jars, whatnot. So that's what we did for your pantry. And you did order classic, which is the 9-ply. You were expressing interest in a quote for classic, which is the 9-ply birch with a melamine bottom, the scratch resistant, stain resistance. It comes with a higher end full extension rail, and it also has the lifetime warranty. What else? Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the pantry. So then we also did the linen closet, and linen closets in general. Even though these pullouts are smaller, they're not that much smaller, and we also have to build the shelves to basically mount a pull-out on, because in a drywall pantry, it's not as exact as a cabinet pantry, where I can just mount the pull-outs to the side of the cabinet. In this case, I need to mount to a cleated thin shelf, and then put the pull-out and mount that pull-out on top of the cleated thin shelf. So that's just how we do it. We find that it's the most robust pantry. It gives us the a good way of managing the variability of a drywall or a what is it, plaster closet. So I think your case would probably be drywall. But we did the same kind of thought process. I think I had we just did, I think it was a double or a triple on the bottom. I'm not sure, but I think I had the double on the quote. Doing the pullouts here like this. And then once you get kind of over your head, or up around eye level, I do the smaller and back smaller profile, single profile in the top or in the front, and a triple in the back for the last two. And then we put a half shelf for that void up high, so you can maybe put some light items. I would recommend not heavy things, but stuff that you want to get out of the way, that you use frequently enough to have it still on your main floor. So that's what we did. Again, the quote is for Classic, which is the 9-ply birch, Melamine bottoms, lifetime warranty, full extension rails, and that's what we did for your design. And if you have any questions, I'm going to send this over again and let you review it and see where you're sitting on the timeline for doing the next project, whether it's the linen closet is a priority or the cabinet pantry is a priority. I think overall, I think that it definitely gives you way better access to your storage for sure, and it's going to help out a lot, in your day in and day out. So thanks a lot again, Donna, and I'll talk to you soon.